With Essen Spiel in Germany, October has been a busy month of board games.
But why were these our favourites? Hi, I'm Libby, this is Julian, and together we are BoxedMeeples. Now obviously October's a busy month with Essen, and we've had lots of new games come into the collection, some of which we've managed to play, some of which not yet.
Yeah, we've got quite a queue of games from Essen to talk about. And I haven't picked a game that we have content already on or that we are doing content for. I'm going to go for one of the sleeper hits that I didn't expect to enjoy in October. So I've gone for the game Tansmissions. Now this has been out for a little bit, quite hard to get hold of now because originally this was a Kickstarter game, but we borrowed this from our friends Finn and Leaf at Fun of Boxes, and what a game it is. Now in this game there's a series of 4 robots that are moving around a board in a kind of clockwise manner, a rondel system, and you need to use your robot to gather resources to then build memories and upgrade your robots. Now, what's interesting about this game is you don't have one dedicated robot. You're controlling all of them. In fact, every player is controlling all of them by placing cards down. A choice of cards, you get to lay one, and that means you move one of the 4 robots. Now, there's all sorts of tactical opportunities in this, because do you move a robot you know your opponent needs to utilize to a less convenient place for them? Do you move a robot to a place you desperately need to get resources, for example, from, or energy? How do you manipulate your cards? What do you reserve for later? And how do you start organizing your deck? Because the cards are never shuffled, which allows you to kind of almost pre-program what commands are coming up ahead. This game looks absolutely gorgeous. It's based on artwork by Matt Dixon. And it carries across so well to a game, not least because we have been playing the version with the minis. Yeah, those robots are adorable. And I think a lot of my enjoyment and the enjoyment we've had as a family, because we had just seen the Wild Robot. So we cried our way through that and then came home and played this. And it's kind of got that sweet, sympathetic, kind of similar nature to it. So if you can find this anywhere in a shop, or if you can just play it in a board game cafe, you really should, because I hadn't heard about this game until recently. I'd seen the pretty pictures, but didn't know what it involved, and really, really loved playing this, especially as a family game. Yeah, and I think it was a great step up for the girls in terms of how they think about not just being one player in one position, but having that option of all 4 of them. So great one for them. For me, I am going with Shackleton Base. Now we picked this one up just before Essen, so we didn't have to bring it home on a plane or anything, but we've only recently managed to play it for the first time, and this is a gem of a space game. I mean, it's pretty chunky. It's a complicated one. But the way that it goes about that, it's so easy to pick up with the iconography, and sort of it becomes quite obvious, I think, after the first couple of play turns that you've taken, not even rounds, what I'm doing, what I need to do next, how I'm going to go about that. It just seems quite intuitive to be able to pick up what's quite a chunky game. There's so many decisions and options that you have here. So, I mean, it has really got some depth to it, but it's super fun working out how you're each going about the different routes that you're going. I mean, the game that we've played so far, we ended up tying, having gone into totally different corporations, totally different way about going things, but somehow we still matched each other, which I found really interesting. And I'm sure that won't happen many other times. I'm sure I'll beat you for the rest of them. What's really great about this is the corporations, because you don't play the same game every single time. No, that combination of it, you pick 3 each time you play, and they can set the difficulty level a little bit for you, but of course that the combining of those different ones is going to give you a different game, different goals, different things to be going out and trying to do every time you play. So you might not always have tourist astronauts that you're trying to take on a little trip around
the moon and take to some movie sets on the lunar base. Sometimes you might be more interested in mining some goods and getting stuff and fulfilling them, shipping them out and making money out of things. Each of those corporations is wanting something different from you, and so your play style and how you do that is going to be different again. And really interesting how you can mitigate costs by putting your astronauts on your board and how that plays out as well. Loads going on in this one, and a really fantastic game that I can see us getting to the table again and again. And really easy to table because everything you need for the right thing is all in the right boxes. So you can just pull out the boxes that you need for that game. Setup. And you've not then got like the whole game's worth of every corporation muddled around. Do I need this? Do I not? It's boxed out, so it's easy for you to do that. So that's a gem.
But what has been your favourite game in October? Do let us know in the comments down below. Maybe you played something at Essen, maybe you saw something at Essen and thought, I need to get hold of that, looks like the game for me. Do let us know down below.
Yes, we'd love to hear from you.
And of course, if you're new to the channel, you haven't heard of us,
please subscribe.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, and we post a video right here on YouTube every single week, and we are always talking about board games.
We are indeed. And of course, if you're looking for board games, then we do recommend you go to your friendly local game store. And for us here in the southeast of England, we have Chaos Cards, which also have an online store, which there is a discount code for in the description. So if you're looking to buy online and want to save a few pennies at the checkout, then do look at that.
But as always, thanks so much for watching.
Bye.